Hey there, everybody. This is Silk. We are doing Operation From Russia with Love. This is turn 15, right? Yeah, I'm way on. I think I missed my marker. But this is turn 15. Um, Germans attacked us. Not the consequence of losing that fleet battle 2 turns ago. Kind of knew that was going to be tough. Not much else we could do. We really needed to try to. Was hoping I could hit some of those transports. It just didn't come through. So those are the penalties of that. Um, Leningrad's in trouble. We'll see if maybe the Allies will lend us some AA guns or something, so we don't die. We'll see. Allies are pretty mad. Hard to hard to tell. So in the meantime, we do need to start our turn here. We have 4 tech rolls for now. So we will attempt airborne doctrine, uh, long-range aircraft, strategic rockets, and improved logistics. Not a great turn for the Soviets. We failed airborne doctrine. We fail LRA. Do achieve a success, I think, on an 11 for strat rockets. So that is a big deal. That finishing is definitely the most important of all of those, and then some. And then we failed improve logistics. So only 1 out of 4, but we just did get that done. So that does unlock tech supremacy for us. Unfortunately, we lost a point the turn before, so we had fallen to 3, but we go back to 4. Still pretty far behind. But we're going to try to catch up here. As for our buys, a couple of things that these 2 guys get placed right now. Due to that tech supremacy accomplishment, the rocket and the Soviet jet fighter can get placed immediately. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to put both the rocket and the jet here in Oral Kursk. So that does take up 2 of our 16 capacity right there, leaving 14 more, which we won't come close to that. So in the meantime, we're going to build 2 T-34s, 2 Katyushas, 2 advanced mechs, AAA, an advanced artillery, a light armor, a jet, 4 militia, 1 infantry. That's 20, 40, 60, and 3 for 63. Might be the highest amount of money we will ever have, but we'll see how things go. Meanwhile, into our combat move phase. This main army here in our cadence, we're going to go ahead and swing at Turkey here. So these guys come in, all of these guys go with them, as does this cav and both of these airborne. So all of the units from, what's this called? Karadens. So everything from Karadens, Akdeniz, both the Turkish provinces basically, and the 2 airborne, and then the tactical come flying over too. So all of these units are attacking those Turkish units. Hambone, you are a crafty person, sir. Don't have any idea exactly how it is I'm going to deal with the problems you're presenting me, but we're going to try to make do here. I can't let these guys down here live, so we're going to have to come kill them. We are going to kick out 4 infantry out of our 22. We'll stay behind, as will, I think, 2 of my motorized. Check that, right? 2 motorized? Yeah. So 2 motorized and 4 infantry stay behind, but everything else from those units that's in western Ukraine marches into Bessarabia. So that's everything here. I'm just going to march down there and try to kill them. And that should be all of our combats. We then have some non-combat movements and displacements. That is everything that we can do. Alright, so we'll do this Turkey fight first, because that's the one that I already have sitting on the board down here. So we are hitting a fortification, so they have 2 first strikes. They, of course, get boosted by the +2, so they're both elevated. Both the infantry and militia are elevated. The cav doesn't get any benefit from it. Meanwhile, I've got 3 at 1 with my unboosted troops here walking in. These 2 airborne are getting their +1 because of their dropping in, but then reduced by the mountain, of course. And then so all of these guys are the 3 that are getting boosted by the artillery. He's already natively 2, as is the cav get dropped down 1. And then my 3 artillery get dropped to 2, so that's the teal dice here. Then I've got my 3 advanced mechs. They're at 3. I've got my 1 medium armor. It's at 5. And I have my tactical bomber at 7. So we're going to roll our first strikes here. He rolls his. So let's see how we do here. We get nothing. He, meanwhile, gets nothing. So that's a wash. These guys have already gone. Moving on to our normal turn here. Here's our 1s. Oh my god. So, 1 in 12 times 1 in 12 is 1, what? Times 1 in 12? That's a good time. 144 times 12. About a 1 in 1500 roll right there. Anybody wants to? Would have been nice if it was something a little more useful than what it is, but you know. We did just roll 3d12 and get 3 ones. So, super fun. Meanwhile, all the 2s miss. Those guys miss. Just kind of the fun part. Like in the greater scheme of things, those dice don't even really make any difference because I was going to get 3 hits kind of no matter what I did. I just got them a really weird way. So we got our 3 hits. That's about what I anticipated. It was possible I'd get 4, but it was in that area. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a miss. Well, they're being nice to me. And the big guys, the 4 infantry at 6 is here. 3 hits. Well, kind of like you guys, but we're going to kill 2 of you. And the cav. So that's those 3 hits. Meanwhile, they lose these 3. These guys drop down to 5s because they're still in the city. And all of my dice stay the same. These guys are all still here. So we only now have a single pink die. And I'm down, what, purple die too, right? Oh, these guys fall. So get those pink dice back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should have a total of 9. 8. We'll grab more. And we get rid of these 2. Alright, so here's our 1s. Nothing. That's a more expected result from your 1s. Here's our 2s. 2 hits there. Still looking for 2 more. There's 1. That's a miss. Last 1. Can we finish the fight? Yes, yes we do. So we get our 4 hits. That's a hit. That's a hit. And those 2 are hits. Alright, so there's our 4 hits. He, meanwhile, has 4 guys coming back there at 5s now because of the city. And whew, 3 more. Oh, that's kind of smart. So we'll lose both airborne and another cav. Definitely a bummer. I'll have to put all that back on my card there. But we do at least manage to take Istanbul, which does briefly trigger a bonus for us. And that fortification goes away, as does the coastal gun. So that's going to net us a vampire transport. So we'll have to mark that guy differently next turn. But there's basically going to be a transport here in Crimea. It gets placed, I think, in the place unit's phase. He appears. Is the result of achieving that objective there. So the air fight, of course, is down here in Bessarabia. I've got 6 Katyushas and this 1 Soviet advanced artillery here. So that's these guys. So the 6 purples are at 5. Pretty sure this isn't a mountain. No. And the blue is the 4. So 6 5s and a 4. These are all first strikes. Bang. 2, 3, 4. 4 first strikes right there. That is what we were hoping for. So that kills all 3 cav. And the advanced mech. We then have, gosh, what? 4 at 6 with my armor. So there's 2 hits, and then what? 9 4s. Which gets 4 more, so more than enough. So thanks to those first strikes, he only has 1 guy shooting back at a 5. And he hits. So he will kill this airborne. Was just kind of walking in. Sorry, buddy. So we do take Bessarabia. Probably we get to hold that for next turn. I don't think he's going to attack me. I might attack him. We will see how he decides to defend Romania. That is all of our combat moves. Well, yeah. So we can go into non-combat. This submarine comes down to the Aegean Sea and runs away, just in case he decides to start hunting it. That tactical has to land. Yeah, we're gonna delete all these guys, just so we know what we're working with here. So this tactical lands, it'll land back here in East Anatolia. That'll be fine there. The 2 air transports fly back to Transcaucasia. Our rails, this rocket rails from Kursk to Western Ukraine, as does this infantry from Tarita. We then move the units from Kursk, the medium armor, the light armor, both advanced mechs, the 2 T-34s, and both Katyushas. Don't think he's going to attack that. He can blitz out and swing at me. That's why I left the 4 infantry there. But I don't think he will. I think he's going to take that chance. The rocket's kind of the big prize there, because I'd really like to rocket this airbase right here. But, or this one if I need to. But that's the airbase that I really want to rocket. So we'll see what he does. 2 advanced mechs move from Stalingrad to Orel-Kursk. Am I going to move the 3rd one or not is the other question. Up here in Leningrad, these 4 infantry in Leningrad go to Karelia. 4 infantry in Estonia run away to Leningrad. The motorized tows this advanced artillery to Leningrad. I'll try to make sure we don't lose a pretty important city here. And then these 2 infantry, or 3 infantry I should say, the 3 infantry and the airborne all step back into North Belarusia. So kind of do the runaway. And this militia and will retreat back to Leningrad as well. Yeah, actually he'll stay. We'll leave that militia. I think I got enough in Leningrad for now to hold it. He's going to have to bring a little bit more stuff to make deal with that. So I'll keep the militia in northern Belarusia. So there's 1 militia in northern Belarusia and 2 militia in Leningrad there. This guy's kind of the last one that I have to decide what I want to do with. All my units on the east stay there. Try to just play nice with the Japanese here. Seems like they've got other things to do, which is helpful. We're happy to leave them alone if they will leave us alone. I think it's just that 1 guy. think we're going to leave him there, just in case. There's some places he can go from there that I kind of like, just depending on this airborne and the strat bomber sitting on it are causing me some fair amount of trouble. So that is what that's all about. And we can go to placement, I believe. I don't think I have anything else to shift. We're happy with the way the Mideast is. Am I willing to? Yeah, I think we're just happy with the Mideast the way it is. Let's leave things as they are. All right. So let's go to placements. This jet fighter gets placed in Roll Curse with the other jets, so that should keep us from getting bombed for one turn. The rest of these all go into Orlkursk. That is 2 T-34s. 2 advanced mechs. Well, giving us a total of 4 advanced mechs because of the 2 that had moved over. 2 Katyushas. Oh, that was right. I knew there was one more move. It's these 2 guys. These 2 motorized, actually. They drive back to Kursk because they're here so that they can tow this AAA and advanced artillery. That's why I bought those. One's because they can get towed. And then the light tank. And then we've got an infantry and 4 militia. So 1 militia goes in Amur, 1 goes in Cheetah. Just hoping that's enough to make Japan not want to come slaughter us there. We're going to put 1 infantry in Stalingrad. We're going to put 1 militia in Western Ukraine. 1 militia down here in where the heck this is, Antioch, Ankara. 1 militia in Ankara. Oh, I gotta bring those guys up so we can do a situation report. Alright, so all these can go away. Bring the survivors from the Turkey fight back up north here. So we've got 4 infantry, so we'll grab ourselves a green. Four infantry. So 4 infantry, 1 mountain, 1 cavalry, 3 advanced mechs, 3 artillery, 1 medium armor. That's what we have in Istanbul. Which is probably enough to keep the Germans from attacking me for a turn. You never know, but I'm guessing they'll leave me alone. But you never know. Oh, that's right. There's supposed to be a mech here. One of my mechs does not get placed in Earl Curse. It gets placed down here in Transcaucasia. I remember that now too. That should be it. Alright, so in Leningrad, we've got 4 infantry, 2 militia, 3 airborne, 1 motorized, 1 advanced artillery. In Karelia, we've got 4 infantry. In northern Belarusia, we have 3 infantry, 1 militia, 1 airborne. In Moscow, I've got an infantry and 2 militia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Airborne attacking into cities. I'm pretty sure Moscow's still safe for now. Kursk is 3 jets, 2 fighters, an AA, an advanced artillery, 3 advanced mechs, 2 motorized, 2 T-34s, a light armor, 2 Katyushas. In western Ukraine, I've got 4 infantry, a militia. No, make that 5 infantry because I railed one. 5 infantry, a militia, a rocket, and then a medium armor, a light armor, 2 advanced mechs, 2 T-34s, 2 Katyushas. Big army in Bessarabia is 10, 11, and 7. 18 infantry and airborne, advanced artillery, 2 motorized, 4 AAA, 9 advanced mechs, 4 T-34s, 6 Katyushas. In Stalingrad, we've got an advanced mech, an airborne, and an infantry. In Crimea, we've just got an infantry and a militia, and I believe a new transport now. In Transcaucasia, we've got 4 militia and advanced mech, and then my 2 transports. In Eastern Anatolia, I've got a tactical and 2 marines. And in Kara, I've got a militia. And then in Istanbul, I've got the units I started with you guys with. Let's do Mideast here. In Syria, I've got a militia, a motorized, and an infantry. In southern Iraq, I've got 2 infantry and a militia. Southern Iran, I've got an infantry, a militia, and an airborne. In Novosibirsk, I've got an infantry and a militia. In Chita, I've got 2 militia, 2 infantry, and a mountain. In Amur, I've got 4 militia, 4 infantry. And that should be everything we've got. You gain a little bit of income. We took 1 income away from Germany. And then we gained 2 income in Istanbul. So I have us at 58 plus 3 is 61. Maybe if the Allies will give us the Arctic Convoy line, it is open. The Germans are not raiding it currently. So if the Allies will give us the Arctic Convoy line, we'll go to 63 and hopefully have enough money to stop this German war machine of doom here. We'll see what they do. In the meantime, that's it for Russia turn 15 here. So everybody take care, enjoy the Super Bowl, and game on.